Hey there, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. Today, I'm going to show you how my new repeat eater live setup works. I've been rehearsing this setup for a few days, so I'm now confident to give it a proper explanation. Let's start with the heart of it all, the drums. I usually start with an empty pattern, but let's go with what I had before. I first have to set this guy as the master, as it will then send in sync to the Trio Tree clone over there and sync the Pamela workout, which will take care of modulations later on. Okay. First thing, I will show you how I like to play with this thing, which is usually having a lot of things going on at the same time, but most of the time just muting and unmuting stuff and preparing stuff while they're muted. We'll just have a tiny bit of acid in the background. I like a lot to play with levels like this. I have the kick on this channel alone, clean. All the rest here is sent in this guy. That I like to use mostly for this kind of sounds. Using the mix, usually not fully wet, unless sometimes I want it. I like to use it to build up some tension. Then, to give some space to this, I have the awesome optical spring reverb, the light pedal from Game Changer Audio. I like to use like this. Either I leave it on, or sometimes I just give it a little. As a built-in EQ, can make it very dark. And you can have lots of weird things going on, but I mostly use it like this. Sometimes I love to use it with the gate, just so it accentuates a few things. One other thing I wanted to show about this. If you press this red button and variation AB here, it will copy what you have going on. It's a great way to, you have something you want to go back to easily. So in that case, it was the pattern with less kick and less snare. And here we go. I often use that just to build a new part with what I have, and I know I can go back to whatever was going on before. This is the drums. Now, this is the acid. So far we're listening to the dry sound of the Xoxbox over there. Let's go with this one, I like it. Basically, I just have the drums. To shape it a little bit, more than a little bit, I have this Electro Fuzz Custom. It's a bit hard sometimes to find the nice place where it doesn't suddenly becomes way louder than it was before, but I love this box. There's one thing that I really enjoy as well, that I use a lot for performance, is that low cut switch. Okay, to make some ambience for this, I have this patched on an aux and on whatever console I have live. This is just for home, because it's too broken. Also use it on the drums. Sometimes just leave it a tiny bit in the background like this. So the acid and the other synth that goes after are not that dry. Let's talk about that other synth. It's on this channel, and it's this small modular system composed of the 810 and 860 from System 80 as well, and this PAM as a modulation source. Let me explain to you how it works. It's triggered from this CV here by trigger 2, that is the high conga over there. Easy. The only thing I control from PAM with my hand is on this trigger modifier, I mean this, which is patched as an envelope. I only use this width offset, which is the length of the envelope. Forgot to point out that I have a little bit of shuffle because I like it. Okay. I like this kind of stuff. I can make all sorts of bass line and stuff like this, and it's basically receiving the CV from the Xoxbox, so it's playing actually the same thing, but as it doesn't have the same sound and it's not triggered at the same time, it feels like a complementary voice. That I often actually play alone. Okay, more stuff about this. I use the other outputs of PAMs with basically just shapes of modulation that I have decided before, and I just patch them whenever I want them. This is slow LFO. This is a less slow LFO. This is a fast LFO. This is a stepped random voltages. This is a faster step random voltages. Perfect for this kind of things. This is a very slow step voltage. Good for evolving things. This is an even slower one. If I remember, this one is not. It's probably like divided by 7 or something like this. Go on the random. It's one of my favorites. On top of all this, on this voice, I have the second filter, which is sent the VCO output here as an input. I can have this one set to a number of different type of filter. Here is bandpass, receiving some step modulation right now. This is great, for example, just to complement a little bit on the acid part. I also very like to use it in high pass mode like this. Can make some sort of a fake phaser by mixing the two actually. The envelope that's controlling the VCA and the filter, that one, the one from PAM, I can invert it here on the low pass if I want to make sounds that are like detached from this one, for example. Yeah, there's nothing patched. Let's add more stepped modulation. High pass only. Low pass from here with the sub actually, which is something that counts here. So I like to use the pulse wave with some modulation like the fast one. Or the slow one actually works quite well. basically, yeah, just go on forever like this. I like to have one of these random outputs to be sent in CV2, which is actually just modulating that envelope length just a tiny bit. And I just don't touch that. And I just jam. And that's it, that's how it works. It's quite fun. It's quite minimal, but quite fun. And there's actually lots of things you can do with just this. Anyway, that's it for today. Many thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful and it might inspire you with your own live setups. I will upload some jams from those sessions on my Patreon. Many thanks to everyone who's already supporting me there. Feel free to check it out. Also, feel free to buy some gear using the affiliate links in the description. Always help the channel. Many thanks again, and see you next time. Bye-bye.